Hi, I'm Dee from Dee Lovely Life and welcome to my channel. I am a full-time stay-at-home housewife and family caregiver. A caregiver to my mother who had suffered a massive stroke in 2014. I once had created this channel way back when, being a couponer and staying behind the camera. Since her stroke, it was really difficult for me to find a similar channel who had covered as a family caregiver. This was something new. I didn't know exactly where to go. I was overwhelmed. I was lost. I didn't know what to even expect as a caregiver. As time went by, I thought, why not share my journey as a caregiver to those of you who are in a similar situation as I was. So I started uploading and started to get in front of the camera to share my experience as a caregiver. I put my own career on hold and I really wanted to just stop. And after my mom's been in and out of several different hospitals, an acute hospital for several months, a subacute hospital, and then we transferred into a medical rehabilitation to try to get her to sit or to even keep her head up. When we found that the strength in her, we decided to transfer her over out of state to us so that she can be nearby. And she was actually admitted into a nursing home, and she stayed there for about 5 months to make sure that she was strong enough to actually transfer into our home. My husband and I made a decision that we wanted her to live with us so that we can continue on with the progress in her care. When we first brought her home, it wasn't easy. There's a lot of trial and error, but every day you learn what works and what doesn't work. You just kind of have to go with the flow and see what works. Tip number 1 is not to stress out about the future so much. A lot of us tend to think, oh my goodness, where are they going to be next month, next year? You know, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if the doctor's right about this? Or what ifs? Don't worry about the what ifs right now. Concentrate and be present for today. Tip number 2, have a plan. Be prepared, be organized. But I think that's like a lot of it. I'm going to wrap those all up. If you want to see how I plan, I'll link that video down here below. If you haven't got a planner by now, you need to get a planner. Nothing fancy. You can even download free printables from Google, but you should have a weekly plan. And what I mean by a plan is I am a planner. I like to have a to-do list every day. I like to know what my week is going to look like as much as I can. So like for my mom's care, that's like a huge priority. That's my job. So like maybe Monday is going to be a sponge bath. Maybe Tuesday is going to be her physical therapy appointment. Maybe Wednesday is going to be a doctor's appointment. But then maybe on Monday, I want her to do some type of activity and I'll make sure I'll have that down. I also want to make some time out that we do range of motion exercises or speech or reading or whatever it may be. But try to plan your days so that you're prepared. You know what type of supplies you need. You need to know when they need a rest. You need to plan out transportation if that's something that you need to do. Whatever it is, it's great if you have a plan. But I don't want you to plan out like for next year or next month because it's so many unknowns. Still stay in the present. So concentrate on that one day that you're particularly in. So from that 8 to midnight, okay, or whatever it is, make sure you have a plan of what you're going to do for that day. Tip number 3 is rest when they rest. I don't know how many times I have told this to new caregivers because I was up all the time. I worried. Is she breathing? Is she this? Is she that? Kept checking on her. No, it's like, if she's sleeping, she's good. So, but I didn't sleep. I just kept up. And then when it was time for my bedtime around 9 or 10, I would go to sleep and then all of a sudden she would wake up and then I would have to wake up and then I was exhausted. I was so exhausted in the beginning stages of being a caregiver. what you need to do and what I'm going to tell you to do. It's okay if to sleep when they sleep. So if they're going to take a nap in the midday, then guess what? Grab a pillow and a blanket and take a nap too. You need to get the rest, because if you don't get the rest, you're going to get exhausted, you're going to get cranky, and you're going to show that to your loved one. And then if you're not happy, they're not happy. And trust me, if mom's not happy or your loved one's not happy, guess what? You're not going to be happy either, and it's going to be a rough day. So make sure that you rest when they rest. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to try to do some more videos like this. If you're a caregiver, please give me one good tip that you can give a newbie out there as a caregiver. And I will see you guys on the next one. Remember to take care of yourself. I'll leave the vlogs, day in the life, and the playlist down below. And for those of you, you're doing good. I'm proud of you, and you're a blessing. Bye.